Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's DLloyd. So last night, Boise State took a big time loss, which a lot of people were expecting, to Penn State. But the main question is, was Ashton Jeanty exposed? Now, the reason why we're asking this question, because I've seen a ton of videos and a ton of people on social media, X, things like that, saying that they believe he was exposed and he is shown to be somewhat, of a fraud. They kept pointing out Ashton Jeanty didn't play anybody, and that's why he didn't look as good. All of those things. But this is where I strongly disagree with that sentiment. And this is where I have to remind people that although there is amazing individual athletes out there, football is still a team sport. Now, what do I mean by that? When you see Ashton Jeanty in the game last night, he went over 100 yards, but it did take him 30 carries to get there. Only averaged 3.5 yards a carry. He didn't have those same explosive plays as he usually does. But when you seen the game, Ashton Jeanty was pretty much harassed the entire night. As soon as he got the ball, the run fits from the safeties and the linebackers were on point. The gaps were clogged down by the linemen. He really didn't have a lot of places to run. So what do you have to do when there's nowhere to run? You're going to try to improvise. You're going to try to do what you can do. And I think early on, that on top of just the way the game was going, we seen Jeanty make two big mistakes, right? He had two fumbles. One was lost. The other one his teammate was able to recover. And that is unlike him, right? He only had two fumbles entering this game. He had two fumbles in the first quarter last night. Now, he was able to kind of recover and regroup after that, but that was not a strong showing in that first quarter. Nobody's going to say that. But as the game goes on, you see Jeanty having solid success. He was making people miss. He was breaking through tackles. And that's what you're kind of looking for when you're looking at a running back, especially when you're looking at a running back that is his offensive line and the offense in general is being outmatched by the opposing team. Penn State's defensive line, their front four, significantly better than what we have on the front five for Boise State. They had trouble trying to block. They couldn't block, and the guys were getting into the backfield, causing him to just really not have any success. No daylight, really nothing there. So the people going out and pointing out that he is exposed, I think they're wrong. And when you look historically at even running backs that have succeeded in the NFL, we're looking at Saquon Barkley, right? Because Saquon Barkley, now this season, we now know he's not going to play, but he had an opportunity to have the best season of all time when it comes to rushing yardage. He's not going to play this upcoming weekend. That's a whole nother topic. Maybe we'll have a YouTube short about my opinions on that. But when you look at him in college, he had games where he wasn't that successful neither. And a lot of that came down to just who you're playing, and you still need your guys to block. I don't care how good of a running back you are. If you're getting the ball in the backfield and there's one or two guys right in front of you, you're only going to have so much success on a consistent basis. I think that was definitely a key issue this game. Now, he was able to overcome those because he did not play the greatest competition, but I don't think he had a necessarily bad showing. I think he showed that the talent is there. He's just playing for Boise State, which people did have them as one of the, if not the best, G5 team going into the season. So it wasn't like they were a total surprise, but we also know they don't have the same talent as a Penn State, right? So I just think he's getting too much flack for that game. Wasn't the greatest game. I'm still one of those guys that believe Travis Hunter should have won the Heisman over Ashton Jeanty. I don't think Jeanty should have won the Heisman. He did run for 2,400 rushing yards in the season. Very, very impressive. I mean, nobody really does that. He has a lot of talent. Yesterday wasn't a great game, but the team was overpowered, overmatched, and there really wasn't much they could do. People expected Penn State to win the game. They were, 13-point favorites last time I checked. So what people expected happened, and for people to have the reaction like he was exposed for some reason, or they were shocked that he couldn't overcome, he went against a far superior team. It happens. Happens to everybody. I don't care really how good you are. It happens. So those are my thoughts, but you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. Am I out of pocket? Do you think he was exposed? I still think he's a good running back. I think he'll be a good running back in the next level in the NFL, but you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. As usual, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.